subjects in the Bible, such as the Nephilim in Genesis 6:4, often seem outside the realm of our knowledge. How do we as Christians address these mysteries without sweeping them under the rug, at the same time acknowledging God is greater than what we can comprehend?
I sense an intellect has came amongst us. The force is stronger. Okay, sweep certain topics under the rug. All right, topics probably such as evolution, dinosaurs, Martians. Actually, and Christians can talk about these topics. Number one, we don't have to worry about being invaded. I hate to tell y'all that because the Bible says we shall have dominion over the earth. So as long as we're here, then nobody's going to, that's why we don't have dinosaurs right now running around, because we wouldn't have dominion over the earth. I would hate to have to tussle with a T-Rex. I mean, you know, I'd be like, with it whipping the chair. Like, you know. However, you know, the point is there are topics that the Bible has to address that the world will use as an excuse. For example, evolution. That is a big one. They try to say, well, we evolved from a single cell and we somehow came up out of the water. And over time, this cell began to evolve into a male species or a female species. And all of this stuff happened. Or even the Big Bang Theory. They'll like to tell you at one point, all of this matter was so compressed and then it blew up and it went out and formed our galaxy and solar system and all of this stuff. Now, I would have to question these things based on multiple reasons. First thing is just simple logic. Okay? To say that the whole world was formed by an explosion and it randomly went into place, our atmosphere just randomly happened to be perfect so that we can exist here, the sun and the moon and our earth happen to be randomly perfectly lined up. If it's a couple hundred miles too close, we freeze. Burn up. If it's too far, we freeze. And all of this stuff revolves just perfectly, and all the pH levels and oxygen and all that stuff is just perfect. The gases is perfect for us to live. And then all of a sudden, man just randomly evolves, and all these other species randomly evolve too. Okay? Would be like saying a man was walking through a junkyard one day. And all of a sudden, all of these metal pieces were stacked up, and they randomly fell and formed a Boeing 747. Now, that's how crazy it is to think that this beautiful, perfectly designed earth and body that we live in randomly just happened. Even stuff that we make as human beings starts with a thought and an idea. So if we can put thoughts together and comprise things, it would be crazy to think that there's nothing higher than us that thought about how we would function, how we would exist. And not only that, if you look at evolution, evolution does not think. It happens. That means that evolution, as it was taking place and developing as a male species, would have had to stop us. Whoa, 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 wait a minute, guys, listen. If we keep evolving just as a male species, then we won't be able to reproduce. Tell you what, we need to start evolving over here as a female. And then not only that, every other thing that evolves is going to only evolve two giraffes, male, female. And they will only mate with each other. And then humans, if they got some sense, would only mate with each other. And if you look at that right there, that right there throws the whole doctrine of evolution out. I mean, evolution would have never said, let's program the blue jay and the cardinal to only mate with blue jays and cardinals, even though technically they're the same bird with different colors. If you look at the blue jay, it's the same bird as the cardinal, just two different colors. But the blue jay don't go, look at that fine cardinal. Because they know not to mess up the species. You know? I mean, so when you look at how perfectly designed everything on Earth works and flows together, the ecosystem, the animals, they know what they're supposed to do. I mean, the cycle, that takes intelligence. It doesn't take random thoughts. You can't just say, man, I'm going to make a car today. Let me grab some sticks and dirt and say, ha! Yeah, let's get in. No. Stuff has to happen. You have to think things through. That's just one way of approaching evolution. That topic, yes.
I was just gonna say,
Oh, perfect one. He said, why did it stop? Yeah, because if we came from monkeys, why are there still monkeys?
yeah.
That would be my next question. What happened to the other monkeys? They couldn't get over the hump? And so, hey man, they too far gone. Let the monkeys go. We're gonna stay monkeys, y'all. You know, you know the monkeys. Oh, what's with monkeys? They just do some funny stuff. You ever go to the zoo, man, you would crack up. I'm like, what is that? You know, beating their chest and then they got the little monkey on. They are hilarious, man. They be booking too with the little monkey. But anyway, the point that I make is this. Evolution, what? It's stopped? I don't understand. It just hit pump the brakes like we good. We'll stay right about here. Pat. Oh, yeah, Pat.
I have a roommate who, when we first moved in together, was like completely struck that I was Christian and he was pulling up all these things. So I found some things that he would obviously not like. And one of my favorite two are the one you have the same odd of taking apart your wristwatch, putting it in a Ziploc, shaking it for 6 billion years, and having it set back on time and running as evolution or as the Big Bang Theory.
Right.